My name's Emily Carter. I'm 28 years old, and until last summer, my family treated me like the quirky side character in their perfect sitcom life. Growing up in a small town in Ohio where my dad fixed cars and my mom managed a diner, I was the one who spent weekends coding in the basement instead of cheering at football games. Emily's just different, they'd say with forced smiles when relatives asked why I wasn't out with friends. Different meant embarrassing. Too many questions about algorithms at Thanksgiving, too awkward at barbecues where I'd rather debug a program than flip burgers. They loved me, sure, but in that pitying way that made me feel like a glitch in the family code. My older sister, Sarah, was the star. Blonde, bubbly, always knowing the right thing to say. She moved to California after college, landed a marketing job in San Francisco, and last year she got engaged to Jake Thompson, a hotshot executive at a rising startup called Innovate Hub. It was one of those apps that connected freelancers with gigs, but with AI matching that supposedly changed the game. Jake's family was Silicon Valley royalty, venture capitalists, CEOs, the kind of people who flew private jets to TED Talks. When Sarah announced the wedding, my parents lit up like they'd won the lottery. "This is our ticket to the big leagues," Dad said over dinner one night, clinking his beer bottle with Mom's wine glass. The wedding was set for a lavish venue in Napa Valley, vineyards, string quartets, the works. Invitations went out to tech moguls, investors, even a couple of minor celebrities. But when the family group chat buzzed about travel plans, Sarah called me privately. About the wedding." Her voice trailed off, that hesitant tone I knew too well. "It's going to be really formal, lots of networking, you know. Jake's crowd is intense. Mom and Dad think it might be overwhelming for you." "Overwhelming for me? Or embarrassing for them?" I pressed her. "What do you mean?" She sighed. "You remember Aunt Linda's retirement party? You started grilling that guy about his company's data privacy flaws and it got awkward. We just want everything to go smoothly, no drama." I felt my chest tighten. "So I'm not invited to my own wedding because I'm too nerdy?" "It's not like that," she rushed. "We'll do a small family thing later. Please understand, this could open doors for all of us." I hung up, staring at my laptop screen. What they didn't know was that I'd been opening doors for years, just not in the way they imagined. After college, while Sarah partied in frat houses, I taught myself app development. I started freelancing under a pseudonym, Code Ghost, building tools for small businesses. One gig led to another, and 2 years ago, I got an anonymous contract through a freelance platform. The client? Innovate Hub, Jake's startup. They were struggling, user retention was tanking, matches were glitchy, and investors were pulling out.
The email was desperate. "Need a wizard to overhaul our AI matching algorithm. Audio calls only, no video. Budget's tight, but if you deliver, performance bonus." I dove in. For months, I pored over their code, spotting inefficiencies no one else had. Their system was using outdated machine learning models. I rebuilt it with neural networks that predicted user compatibility based on behavior patterns, not just profiles. I added anonymized data analytics to refine gigs in real time. Risky? Yeah, but I tied part of my fee to results. If signups didn't jump 30%, I'd refund half. The first quarter post-launch, metrics exploded. Users raved in reviews. Investors poured in millions. Jake got promoted to VP, and me? I stayed ghost, collecting my bonus quietly. They wanted to feature me in a case study, but I declined. "Keep it anonymous," I said. "No need for the spotlight." Back home, my family still saw me as the basement dweller with a hobby job. The wedding day arrived. I wasn't there, of course. Instead, I sat in my Ohio apartment, scrolling through the live stream Sarah had reluctantly shared. The ceremony was picture perfect, Sarah in a flowing gown, Jake beaming under an arch of roses. Then the reception, champagne fountains, a band playing soft jazz, tables buzzing with tech talk. My parents looked starstruck, Mom in a rented dress, Dad shaking hands with suits worth more than our house. Midway through, Jake took the mic for toasts. Before we cut the take, I want to thank someone special. Without them, Innovate Hub might not exist today. A screen lit up behind him, a slideshow of the company's journey. Charts showed the dip, then the rocket ship growth. Our turnaround came from an anonymous genius we called Code Ghost. They rebuilt our core AI from scratch. Today, we're unveiling their identity, not just to credit them, but because they're family now. My photo popped up. The professional headshot I'd sent for that case study, never thinking it'd go public. Emily Carter, Jake announced, grinning. Sarah's sister, the hidden tech whiz who saved our asses. The room gasped. The stream chat exploded, guests tagging me, investors clapping. My phone blew up. Sarah's text first. Emily? Then Mom, is this you? Dad, what the hell? I watched as Jake continued. Emily, if you're watching, thank you. You didn't just code an app. You revolutionized how we connect people. To Emily. The crowd raised glasses. My parents, blurred in the background, looked shell-shocked. Sarah's face was a mix of confusion and awe. Later, calls poured in. Apologies, questions, pride they couldn't fake. We had no idea, Mom sobbed. Why did